Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Experiment time. I have got my hair up in a tight's leg because I don't want my hair to get stuck to my face. I don't know how this will come out. Liquid latex, skin friendly. I'm going to have a couple of experiments for some ideas I want to try. So I'm going to try spreading a load up the side of my face here. And I'm also going to try and make a wart using bubble wrap. So I've cut out a little tiny dot and I'm going to stick it to my face with the liquid latex. So let's have a go. Any brush I use is likely to perish. So let's pick a brush that I don't mind if it perishes. I'm probably going to apply this with my finger. So I'm going to try putting the wart on first. So I'm going to stick it, we may as well go for this side. I have my mirror. And let's get liquid latex put over the top of this as well. There's a couple of sticky uppy bits, but that's alright, they can be sticky uppy. We're going to see if this works first. It's definitely wart-like. So I'm going to let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to put this all up the side of my face here. And then what I'm going to have to do is let this dry. We could have another experiment while we're here and applying stuff to the face. I want to see what happens if I put colour down first and then this over the top and burst it away from the colour. Let's go for this side. Actually, let's just put this on here. We could also try, let's go up by the cheek and let's see what happens if we dot it. So we're going to be putting makeup on over the top of this. We want to give ourselves some bizarre texture. See if we can create some sort of wound going on. Because last time with our experiment, we got an open wound and we got what sort of looked like a burst blister. So let's see what other effect we can get. And while we're here and we're slapping on the face, let's see where else we can stick it. I'm wondering, I'm not going to be able to drink my tea, so I'm going to have to commit to this. I want to peel the lips back. Just enough so that when I open my mouth, it all cracks. That's what I'm going to try. In fact, we've got a bit of a lumpy bit forming, so let's just not get it on my eyebrows, because I have not Vaselined my eyebrows, and this will stick to your hairs and pull them out. I want to see what happens if I stick an eye to my face. So let's put eyes up here, across the cheekbone. In theory, this should work. It might be a case of I have to wait until it's tacky. Or it might be a case of I need to put like a blob there, let it go tacky, and then push that into it. Let's see if we can do that. So I can feel it drying in various places. And I stuck my finger in the brown. Let's try up here. A bit more if I can. And let's try, we'll get a little green and red. I'll try and find the light on myself. Right there. And let's try and put a little bit over that and see what happens if we're able to pull it back and reveal the colour rather than having to put the colour in after. We'll see. Now I can feel it drying in several points because it's starting to feel like I've got glue all over my face, which I sort of have. So let's see. I want to start opening this up. So, cocktail stick. Okay, interesting. It's all starting to come together. This here doesn't look like much, so I'm going to start to drag it around a bit, see what happens. I keep switching between the mirror and the camera. Oh yeah. Because, oddly enough, there's better light coming from where the camera is than where the mirror is. Oh, okay, we're getting a bit of a blistering going on. So this is a bit like a semi-fresh burn. I can pinch it, loosen it up and let it ping back. Yeah. Yes, this is adding a really cool effect. I don't know what I was going to do with the head up here. I can't remember. Push it around? Like a graze? We're getting some interesting... I've almost forgot about that one, haven't I? Let's get a little tiny eye in there, because that was the point of that one. Let's just squish the eye in while it's sticky. It definitely... No, I did that. I wanted to see if it could shake, but my head's shaking, so I can't see. It's definitely holding things in place. What about this bit down here? Well, my ears can poke out if they want, to be honest. That doesn't matter. What's going on down here? I think it's just gonna... Trying to talk while I'm sticking my tongue in my cheek. I think it's just gonna take the colour away. Yeah. I mean, it's added an effect. But it just... I think it's just gonna lift the colour right off. Though it's made a good potential hole, or like... Well, it's doing a bit of what we want, and it's not doing a bit of what we want. Let's try and get this to crack. Well, it is looking like my lips are super dry now, and aged. They are old, dry lips. Yeah, I've either, like that bottom lip, I've either aged a good 30 odd years, or I've been in the desert and I haven't been able to drink. for perhaps, I don't know if it'd take me a week. I'm allergic to the sun. Bottom lip's looking really dry. Wart is not dry. Eyeball is dry. I reckon that'd be a case of building it up, like a little bit more liquid latex at a time. So so it looks like it's more part of you rather than just stuck on. It ain't coming off. Same for that one up there. That ain't coming off. That one looks like it's a bit more of a part of me because there's a bit of rippling going on. So I'm thinking that's a good way to go. Put it on thick to begin with. And then squidge the eyeball in there a bit and push it around a bit. So let's just see if we can get red up the middle. And maybe a little bit of black to try and add some depth. Let's try that. Looking quite effective. So don't do makeup, but I do playing. I have some foundation here. So let's see what happens if we dot this around the burn. And then try and add some red and yellow. But that sort of infected kind of look. Let's see if we can get some bruising. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. See if we can do the same down the bottom here. And then we'll go for a bit of boshed our chin. We're looking somewhat roughed up. Let's bring that back down a bit because I do not want my head to end up in any of this. That, I think that's probably just going to be left as it is. This, we'll try and recover that by doing what I've done so far. That's a little bit too red compared to the rest. That's a bit better. That's still drying. It still looks wet. So I can't really do anything to that. Let's come up to the head here. More like bruising. Maybe a little here because it's going to be all stressed. That's looking good because when you open your mouth, it looks like it's tearing with it. So that's had a good result. I don't know what's going on. Let's flip that back over for a second. See if we can make this eye become more part of us. It is looking like looks like this could do with something a bit better. So let's get, is this the open one? Let's get that in there as well. This fake red stuff, by the way, goes a very long way. It is really sticky. I did manage to get it all off my skin earlier on as well, so let's just try. What was it? This one. Which way? Well, we know this is a winner right now. Let's see what happens if. get a bit of that in there too. Will that add anything to it? It's really running. I'm trying to get it to run, that's why I'm like flicking. I kind of want it to just run a little bit. I don't think we'll put that anywhere else. Let's see if we can build up around this eye. In fact, if we do go all the way over, we can peel it back. We've got to time it right with this stuff. When it's just starting to go tacky, so we can push it around and move it off. We've definitely got some wins here. I think this looked better before we added the fake red stuff. Because now it already looks like it's quite split open. Whereas before it looked like it was opening more with the mouth because of it being mainly dark down there. Right, let's see if this one has dried enough to poke. I don't think it's quite dried enough to poke yet. Oh, I'm going to start removing this while we wait for that. And this is also quite a satisfying bit. Though it's made for some good stencil work. There's a little bit of skin. That does look quite a bit like skin as well, to be fair to it. This was off eBay. This is Flesh Luxe Liquid Latex. And I got it where else can go? Here can go. To make a mask with, basically. So it's good to know it does work in the sense, because I wanted it to make something quite flesh looking. Oh, that one came off easily. There's a bit more somewhere. So I reckon I'm going to be able to make what I wanted to make with that. Should we take this one as well? Let's take this one as well. Look at that. It's it does look a bit scabby. A bit like a scab coming off. I will be washing my face and moisturising it thoroughly. Oh, look at that. There's a proper flappy bit there. Right, this. Oh, it is dry now. Let's just have a look, see if we can quickly, before we rip our water off. If we can bring it down, then bring it back up. It is looking quite warty, to be fair to it. Oh my God. It does also feel like it's waiting to be popped. It does look like I've got a growth there. So, oh, you could cover your face in bubble wrap spots. Hey, popped it. That's cool. I wasn't expecting that to work. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Get it at the right angle. Oh, it's taken on a life of its own. All right, let's get that off. All right, we've had quite a few successes. We've got rid of all this excess liquid latex. Most of it. Right, that. Oh, hang on. We're at that point where it might work now. Got to peel the skin back. Well, it does look like I've got a little googly eye growing out of my head. This one also looks like it is growing out of my face now. So we're going to call that there. I'm going to go and get it cleaned up. See if I can get my eyeball off. I can. I have a little eye there. Oh, look at that. There's a sort of odd appeal to it. I'm going to keep this one because this is... Look at that. That's definitely going to come in for something. I'll pop you up there for now. This one might be too wet to peel off because I did put quite a bit. Let's find out. Oh, there we go. Oh, he popped out. This is an eyeball that has popped out. See, there he is. He's hanging out the back now, or hanging down the inside. There we go. It's about to fall out the socket. It's just about hanging in there for dear life. All right, that's our experiments done. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you found this fun. I did. Hope it's giving you some ideas. Pretty cool. Good stencil work. I'm going to need to really wash this though because I'm going to look like what I am right now. A few dots of red around the place, maybe breaking out in a rash. I'm not. That's just what it's going to look like until the red is fully washed off. So yeah, like I say, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I really appreciate all your support. I hope you found this somewhat entertaining. If nothing else, you'd have seen a load of funny faces. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.